Greetings, friends. Steven here, and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be taking a look at a whole bunch of toys that I've been buying pretty much throughout the year. I haven't uploaded anything in ages. Like, I tweet a lot, but I know it's really not the same as making a proper video. And actually today I just bought a whole bunch of new toys, and I've been spending way too much money on this stuff, to be honest with you. But hey, let's take a look at some of this stuff. Since I got it, we're going to start off this video with some Turtles in Time line figures from NECA Toys. This is Wave 1, I believe, and everything's already out already, so we can take a quick look. There's a whole bunch of stuff, so these are definitely not complete reviews on any of this stuff. We're just going to take a quick looky-loo. I don't even have all the accessories out, but just the basics. So, of course, we have Donatello. Now, this is based on the Super Nintendo / arcade game, so you can see they've got like this kind of pixely look. Although it's kind of weird because the pixels are kind of like sideways. Like you'd think they'd be XY axis, but they're like sideways. Otherwise, though, they're pretty cool figures. These are in Canada about $30 each, which is kind of a lot, but like they do articulate well. They do have, like I said, a few extra accessories. One thing I would point out about NECA figures in general, though, is something beware, is that a lot of these, when you take them out of the package, really are very stiff. Like, you can see they have all sorts of articulation, like elbows and shoulders and stuff. But even still, like, you can see this guy, if I just want to raise his arm up, it barely wants to move. You can hear the creaking. Yeah. You can also hear my fan in the background, because it is summer and it is pretty hot. So I would recommend is if you get one of these and you can't even like bend an elbow or anything, like even still, like they're kind of hardened up again. But what people suggest is you heat the toy up. Like in my bathroom, I have a heat lamp, and I basically held these up to the heat lamp just so I'd be able to better move the arms and legs and all of that around. So, pro tip for NECA. Unfortunately, a lot of these required that. And I mean, it's certainly no deal breaker. They are very cool looking. But it'd be nice if we didn't need to, microwave the toys just to be able to, pose them in neat ways without them breaking. Like, I don't know. Like, I got these from EB Games, and I'm not sure if they would let me return them or at least exchange them if an arm or a leg snapped because they were just frozen in place. It's a funny problem too, because I think it does that because the paint on the figures, maybe it hardens and then the paint sticks the joints in place. I don't know the exact details, but I do know it's a pain in the ass. And hopefully NECA figures out how to have that never happen again. But who knows? We'll see. So what else do we have for NECA? Oh, okay. Speaking of turtles, these just came in restocked today. Goddamn, once again, $30. And I wasn't going to get these at first, but, 2020, a lot of us are staying at home these days, the COVID and all of that, and it's just a pain in the ass. So any distraction is a good distraction. So we've got, from the original live-action Ninja Turtles movies, we got the 4 figures, and these are really well detailed. Clearly, I have not opened these yet. I just got home and figured, hey, let's do a video. I haven't done a video in ages. I feel bad, too, because a lot of my peers have been doing videos lately, and I just haven't. I've had all the time in the world, but I just haven't. I played a lot of games. Like, I beat The Last of Us 2 not too long ago, and I will be showing that off shortly. Not that there's much really to show, but I can certainly talk about it a little bit. So... big surprise, you probably figured it out, but I've got all 4 of the turtles. Now, there's also, you can get Splinter and Shredder and Foot Soldiers, and right now there's a, here he is here, there's a Raphael, but in his disguise of when he meets Casey Jones, and that's a 2-pack. I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I want all of the figures, but you gotta get the 4. They look great. Once again, I'm certain I'll have to warm them up again just to be able to bend their arms and legs and all that and pose them, but otherwise very cool figures, and definitely hits me in the nostalgia. I was just saying on Twitter today that the TMNT toy line was arguably my favorite back in the day, and yeah, it's cool that unfortunately Playmates themselves don't seem to be doing much with the new Rise of the TMNT toy line. They did like one wave or one season of the figures, and that was about it. And then they didn't even release a shredder. And there's like foot soldier guys who were like main foot soldier guys, and there's two of them. There's like a skinny guy and a fat guy, and those guys don't exist. Well, one of them does exist in toy form, but not the other one. So it's like, why would I buy one and not the other? And then there's this character that's like this. She's kind of like a crazy. She's like crazy, super intense female foot soldier girl, and she's like the sidekick to the main bad guy of the show. And she has no toy, and she's like one of the best characters they had. I just smacked that into the table there, sorry. Making space. But anyways, that character doesn't exist, and it's like, what are you guys doing? Like, the show is finally getting good, and you're just stopped with the toys? Like, what? It's mind-boggling. Anyways, let's move on. Let's check out some Transformers. This is very cool. This I found at a thrift store, and it was a miracle I got there in time, because this kind of stuff definitely gets bought up quick by collectors and resellers. This is a G1 Trypticon. There's some stats there. 1986 Hasbro Takara. Unfortunately, he's missing battery cover, and you know, I'm sure all sorts of odds and ends would have come with this thing, but otherwise, you know, for like a robot Decepticon T-Rex, he's pretty damn cool. And that was like under $10 or something. So I mean, even if he's missing a bits and pieces of whatever, I'm like, sure, I'll buy this every day. Pretty cool. Decepticon logo. They re-released this guy in the new Generations line, one of the recent figure toy lines, but I don't think we ever even saw these at our local Toys R Us. Unfortunately, the West Coast gets screwed over when it comes to Transformers selection. As I understand it, you know, the shipment for all of Canada starts on the east and goes out west, and every store along the way just takes a bit more from the selection, and by the time their truck gets all the way to the west coast, there's not much left. So we miss out on a lot, which is not great. Anyways, I also picked up from the Cyberverse line, this is a one-step changing Repugnus. This is the only Repugnus in the toy line, unfortunately, but he is arguably my favorite Autobot, so I had to get this, even though, once again, unfortunately, you can see legs full of just horrible gaps. This is like... this is why I'm buying like NECA figures and all that, because Hasbro just doesn't deserve our money. I don't know if you can see that there, but he has no eyes. Like, they didn't bother to paint the robot face, and there's no molding for eyes or anything. It's just like, nah, son. Just gotta take that and live with it, I guess. So, unfortunately, I've been definitely cutting back on the Transformers, at least the new Transformers. Or, I can also buy the sweet, sexy bootlegs, like this oversized knockoff. What do they call them? I think it's Ares Nitrogen, which is the bootleg name of the Last Night's Nitro Zeus here. And this toy is huge and beautiful, and he has die-cast parts, and they actually painted him. He's beautiful. And if you liked this original toy, this oversized big boy is a must-buy. He's gorgeous, gorgeous figure. Just get this little. There we go. Now we got a nice picture. Classic G1, delightful figures and beautiful, like knockoff, oversized bootlegs from parts unknown China. Like that's the way to go right there. Cool. That's it for our robot corner. How are we doing on time? Looks like we're about 9 minutes in. Oh, by the way, I am recording this on a brand new phone. Here, hold on, let me get the box for that. And we're back. This is the phone I'm recording this on right now. This is the Realme 5i. Now, this is a brand I believe is made in China for the Asian market, such as India. Now, this specifically is the global version of the phone, which means you can use it pretty much anywhere. And of course, I'm here in Canada, and I'm using this phone, and it works just fine in Canada. I don't know if any of that barcode stuff is anything I need to be worried about, but here's some basic stats for it. It's not mind-blowing, but you know, it gets her done. I've actually got a couple more. You guys know me, I got a problem, but I've got a couple more devices from China on the way as well. Hopefully hopefully they'll show up, because unfortunately, once again, the issues with the COVID have made mail delivery not the best. I actually got refunded for one of the devices. It might still show up, but I ordered it over 3 months ago, and by that point, I'm like, nah, I got to get a refund. I'm gonna take a look at some games. Why not? Of course, I picked up The Last of Us Part 2. Good game. It is definitely a AAA game, so if you want to feel like you're getting your money's worth out of that $79.99 plus tax and make it almost $90, whatever they come to, that's a good game to feel like you're playing, state of the art video game. It's not, there's like dumb internet controversies about it, like allegedly people are making death threats to the voice actors and the game devs because they don't like the way the story turned out, which I think is just ridiculous. I don't know if I even believe it. Like, prove it. Like, prove these are real people that are really threatening these employees. I don't know. It kind of feels like a greasy PR stunt, but even if there are people with mental health issues, which I'm sure the internet is full of. Like, you really think they're gonna, like, find the voice actors in person and, like, threaten them? I don't think so. That's the internet, I'm sorry to say, but, there's some fucked up people, and the internet welcomes all of them, and, it sucks that the devs have to go through that, but I don't I don't think there's much to worry about, honestly. Cool game. As I said, definitely not game of the year, though. Yeah, I played it, I beat it, I'm ready to trade it in, and I don't trade in games very often, but there's not much replayability to it. It's more like watching a season of The Walking Dead than enjoying a full game. Like, I played it, I enjoyed it, I'm not spoiling it, but, I could certainly do a video reviewing it, and good game, but, I don't imagine I'll need to replay it anytime soon. Tell you what, though, right here, this is a video game. Animal Crossing New Horizons. This is what you want to spend that $79.99 on. Just cover that game up because Animal Crossing is here, and that is Game of the Year. Tell me I'm wrong. Lots still coming out. Ghost of Tsushima is just around the corner, so that might be very good. It kind of looks like a Japanese Breath of the Wild, but on Sony PS4. So we'll see. Ghost of Tsushima might be amazing, but this game, hella good game, that Animal Crossing. And also, this I picked up. I have obviously not opened it yet, but SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. It's a remake of, I think it was a GameCube game. But that was only $30, so that's pretty neat, and I had to pick that up because, especially after playing Last of Us 2, it's nice to have some, a bit more bright and colorful games, and that's definitely what these two will be. I just want to say I'm team Abby more than Team Ellie. I'm kind of sick of Ellie by this point. That Abby though, she's built like an ox. That was my favorite line in the game. Okay, so we're gonna finish this off with let's check out some Marvel Legends. This I was not expecting to ever want to purchase. Once again, talking about Hasbro and how full of holes their Transformers are. Once again, this pisses me off to no end. But these guys, see, Marvel won't let Hasbro cost cut. Like Takaroi will, unfortunately. So you get these Marvel Legends toys, and these are big and better priced than Transformers. You get a lot more plastic, and you pay a lot less. This is, of course, Red Hulk, or at least Hulk that is red. I don't know if he's specifically called Red Hulk. It just says Hulk. I believe this is the guy, general that was hunting the original Green Hulk, and for whatever reason he himself becomes a Hulk, but now this is a Red Hulk, and that's a big toy, very cool. $40 I want to say. Got that from Toys R Us. Hopefully they'll have a sale on, and I can get some money back off of that. I also picked up Marvel Legends, Avengers, Marvel's War Machine, another big figure. A lot of these come with like build-a-figures, which means you have to buy like, say there's like six different characters in the wave, and each one will have like an arm or a leg or something, and if you buy all of them you can put together another figure. This guy, he's so big there is no build-a-figure part, so you can see what I'm talking about right here. These are all the characters in the wave. I kind of want Rescue, maybe, we'll see, but you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you buy those 6 characters you can put together a Hulk figure. But War Machine, he's so big, they didn't even give him a piece of the Hulk there. Which is fine with me, because if I do get Rescue, I still won't bother getting the rest, because I don't care about the rest of those characters. This girl Iron Man, though, looks cool. We'll see. We'll see. And finally, this one has obviously been opened, but this is Venom. This mold of Venom has... Oops, he falls over a lot, I will point that out. The weight is tricky. The mold of this was actually a Build-A-Figure in the past, but they decided to just ship it as a figure on its own, much like they did Red Hulk. And it's a very cool figure. Steven, who edits the videos, get ready, because coming out soon, there's another mold based on this mold called Toxin. And if we can get a picture of Toxin up real quick, there you go. But that looks amazing. His back is full of crap, as opposed to this one that just has a few bits and pieces. It's that man booty. Oops. Sorry about that. The phone actually fell out of my my tripod, which is new. That usually doesn't happen. There. What was I saying? Yeah. Toxin looks cool, and I'm definitely looking forward to adding that to my Marvel Legends collection. I was never expecting to collect these figures, but they're well made. Like, Hasbro does do a good job when they're in the mood to. Unfortunately, they don't put this much love into the Transformers, or Takara does. I don't even know who to blame, honestly. Like, maybe it's all Takara, maybe Hasbro is just getting... They do not deserve the hate, and sorry to Hasbro if it's all Takara doing all the cost cutting. I don't know. But I know that these figures are much better. A lot more paint, bigger, nice quality compared to the most of what we're seeing out of Transformers. Cool. And oh, we're not even done yet. There's we got some McFarlane figures, because they do toys as well. Check it out. I've not played this game yet, but this is the Doomslayer Phobos edition from Doom Eternal, and this is the Marauder from Doom Eternal. Once again, very big, imposing, beefy figures. Like, just, let me just, like, look at the details on these things. Posing on these guys isn't as good as I thought it would be. Surprisingly, like, you can, unlike the NECA figures, there was no need to like keep this thing under a heat lamp. It moves, but not a lot. Like, there is articulation, but not, I mean, I don't know. They look great if you just have them standing up, but if you want to get super dynamic on these, it's kind of hard to be quite honest. He also has his shotgun there. He keeps dropping the shotgun. Super shotgun. And they have these stands. Obviously, you can see they fell off the stands off camera here. And also, I got this guy. This is the see, DC does their own line of figures as well, and this is the Hellbat. Hey, we're back. Okay, so I figured out why my phone keeps falling off the tripod. The tripod itself is actually a bit broken, so I guess I gotta replace that at some point. This video is almost done anyways, so let's just finish up. So what was I saying? I don't know. Hellbat, he's cool. Hasbro does the Marvel figure as well. McFarlane here does the DC figures, so that's cool. This guy also would normally come with wings. I don't think I like having the wings on. Also, they don't fit in here all that well. So I just like him as like a big, beefy, like dark, literally like a Dark Knight sort of figure for Batman. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Okay. Let me just get this guy's back there. Adjust the camera. I'm trying to keep the camera at a certain angle because it's literally falling off the clamp that keeps everything in place. So hopefully that'll not fall one more time. And this I also just picked up today because sure, why not? Once again, McFarlane Toys there. This is from the Mortal Kombat game series. This is Spawn, obviously. Now this is the one that comes with a sword, but there's also one that has like a mace, and one that I think has an axe. So there's a few variants to look out for, but sword works for me, and this I actually ordered in from Amazon, and looks in pretty good shape. I've not seen this in person anywhere yet, but another cool figure. And finally, at Walmart. Just grabbed these today as well. Money bags here, even though I currently don't technically have a job. I'm kind of just being paid to stay home by the government, which is cool, but hopefully the job market does resurface soon enough. But finally we have from the Masters of the WW Nothing Universe line, we have The Rock. If you saw a recent video I uploaded, well, recent for this channel, I showed off the wave before this one, and I actually ended up returning those figures because I thought to myself, well, if I get them from Toys R Us, I'll probably be able to get them on sale. But as it turns out, these are exclusive for Walmart, so yeah, I probably will never get to that wave 2, but that's okay because I don't have wave 1 either. I got these two though. This is for wave 3. This just came out today or last night or whatever, and yeah, we got The Rock and we got The Undertaker. This is neat because he glows in the dark, as I understand it. Pretty cool art there. And there's the other two in the line. I don't care about the new guys so much though. So, these two are, they'll do. And those are 20 each. And I think that's it. We've shown off a bunch of toys. I want to say this video is probably another 20-minute video. So anyways, everyone, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this ridiculous amount of figures. I don't know what I'm going to do with them all. Once again, as always, they'll just clutter up the apartment like everything else. But yeah. Cool. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see anything more in greater detail, let me know in the comments, of course. I should do more videos. That's for certain. I want to figure out how to do live streaming as well, because I know I've seen some of my peers doing live streaming on their YouTube channels, even though Google themselves took their Hangouts away. But I think I heard it was back, or there's another Google thing that replaced Hangouts. I don't know. I'll figure it out. We'll see. I can always record more hype casts or movie casts. Hope everyone enjoyed the Prometheus movie cast I did with Duke. I still want to record one for Alien Covenant, and who knows, all in due time. And speaking of Alien and NECA, I've got some Alien KO figures from the Aliens NECA series, so those will hopefully show up in the mail at some point as well. So until that shows up, who knows if they'll show up. Anyways, everyone stay healthy, stay safe in this crazy year 2020, and hopefully we'll see you next time. So bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you next time.